Today we're talking about priorities. Specifically, where does sobriety land when we prioritize our day, week, month, year, when we prioritize our lives? Welcome to Sobriety Snippets for Women Over 40, where we elevate our mindsets and trade hangovers for higher consciousness, one powerful snippet at a time. I'm Becca Jacobson. Welcome aboard, gals. It's early March, and the celebration here is just warming up. What are we celebrating? 3 years of snippets and over 600 episodes. Yes, that's right. Next week, the 11th of March to be precise. That's 1 week from today, I believe. That'll be a Wednesday. Marks 3 years since I recorded my first snippet. It wasn't actually called a snippet then, but it was a snippet. I think it was 9 minutes long. You can go back and look, but I'm not going to. I'll let you do that. Gals, honestly, in all seriousness, I did not expect to be doing this 3 years later. I never expected to be doing this at all. I didn't expect my life to take the turns that it has taken in sobriety when I stopped drinking back in 2018. And that's why I always talk around here about making this the best chapter of our lives. Not just because it's something we can do, but because it's something we absolutely should do, and because it's the only rational choice. Why is it the only rational choice? Because it's the only chapter we have left. Right? We can't go back and fix former chapters of our lives. Some of them might be pretty damn good too, but I'm here to tell you that if you were thinking that as you creep through 40, through 50, through 60 and beyond, things are going to start going downhill, I am here to tell you, no. That is the opposite of what we're doing here in Snippet Land. This era of our lives can and should be the most exciting, energetic, enthusiastic era of our lives, where we really do finally have, dare I say the W word? Yeah, you know the word. Some wisdom. Surely, after all these decades of living, we should have some wisdom. Not only wisdom that we can pass on, but wisdom that makes our own lives more peaceful, more enjoyable. Well, gals, we can. We absolutely can. And that is my goal for you, and definitely my goal for myself. And that requires, as those of you who are here regularly, my beloved regular snippet lovers, you already know that requires emotional growth. Emotional growth, right? That's what this journey is. This is not a journey to sobriety. It's a journey to emotional maturity. And with that comes wisdom. At the beginning of the show, I always say that we're elevating our mindset and trading hangovers for higher consciousness. What is higher consciousness? What does it mean to elevate your mindset? Well, we need new ideas, and along with new ideas can come new ways of being. Higher consciousness is synonymous with more emotional maturity. Our emotions and our consciousness cannot be separated. And that is why you can call it a consciousness journey or you can call it an emotional journey, but that's what this is about. It's not about the alcohol. Now, what are we talking about today? I'm talking today about priorities because for some reason I've been hearing lately a lot. I mean, I hear this a lot anyway, but it just came to mind that it's time we talked about it. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the show. Where does your alcohol-free life, your alcohol-free journey, where does your emotional journey rank in terms of priorities? Is it more important or less important than other things in your life, right? I mean, we all know what priorities means, right? Well, I hear a lot. I'd like to do it, Becca, but I have this going on and I have that going on and I have this going on. Gals, I'm here to tell you that if you have a problem with alcohol, meaning, now listen, right? Maybe you don't have, maybe you're okay. So pay attention, right? If you try to quit drinking and can't, that means you have a problem, period. There's no other measurement we need to look at. And the fact that you're hearing my voice says to me you probably have the problem with alcohol, which welcome to the club, my dear. There's no shame in that. But if you can't quit drinking when you want to, that means you have a problem. And I'm here to say to you, that means, ready for it? I know you know, you know what I'm going to say. That means that it should be your number one priority. More important than anything else in your life right now, including your loved ones, including your health, including your career. Yeah, you're hearing me right. Why am I saying that? Well, I'm saying it because all of those other things will suffer unless you take care of your sobriety. So if you're trying to keep the alcohol under control while making the best possible relationship with your partner and your family and showing up in your career or whatever you have going on, whether you're retired or still work, whatever it is, you're trying to show up, be the best you can be. You're exercising the body, you're trying to eat right, you're looking after relationships, you're doing all this stuff, but drinking too much. That is 100% backwards. That is priorities flipped on their head. And I hear this so much. Becca, I'd love to do it right now, but I don't have time because, and then you can just go ahead and fill in the blank. Nothing belongs in that blank, Els. Nothing. If you flip this and prioritize your sobriety and emotional growth, all of those other things will be amazing. They will be amazing. They will all fall into place. Every single other category of your life will improve. Your relationships will improve. Your health will improve. Your happiness will improve. Your career will improve. All of it will just automatically improve if you prioritize your sobriety. Right? So I guess that's it. I'm done. I don't know what else to say. Being a little bit facetious, but seriously, what could be more important? And I think it's really, maybe I'm sounding judgmental. Well, maybe I sound that way a lot. But the truth of the matter is I'm not being judgmental because I'm also talking from my own personal experience. My dears, I prioritized everything over sobriety. And here's the truth. We ready for some truth? Here's a truth bomb. The reason we don't prioritize it is not because we don't believe that it's important. You believe me. When I say to you that your sobriety is more important than those other things, and that if you prioritize it, everything else will fall into place, you believe me. I know you do. That's not why you don't do it. We don't do it because of fear. That's all it is. And that's huge, right? That's what kept me stuck till I was 52. And I had massive problem with alcohol right from my 20s, even my teens onward. And I kept right on putting over and over and over, kept right on doing it, kept right on prioritizing everything. But I had to go to college. I don't have time for that. I got to go get a degree. Oh, I don't have time for that. Now I'm going to grad school. Oh, I don't have time for that. Now I'm teaching English. I don't have time for that. I'm getting married. Now I'm buying a house. When do I have time? I don't have time. Meanwhile, all of those things I just listed were incredibly difficult because I was over drinking the whole time. And underneath all of those things was this underlying dread, regret, shame, horror, emotional nightmare because I'm drinking and I can't stop. And I'm trying to hold it together. I'm trying to show up the best possible version of myself when I've got half a hangover or I can't wait for my next drink and everything in between. You agree with me. I know you do. And the only reason we don't prioritize it, my dears, is because of fear. We just put it off out of fear. There's no other reason. It's fear. And I know that there is nothing more terrifying than putting down our best friend who's been with us all of these years and imagining life without alcohol. I understand the fear. It is very real, and I am not in any way belittling that fear. However, I also know this. You can face that fear. You can face that fear. You can face that fear. And when you do, you're going to go, oh, that wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it would be. And as time passes and your happiness and health grow, as your relationships improve, as your sense of peace, that internal sense of peace, please give me some peace so I don't have to feel constantly ripped in two between I don't want to drink and I need a drink. When that is gone, I mean, that is priceless feeling, absolutely priceless. That feeling is worth all of the fear out there. That feeling is worth facing all of the fear you can possibly imagine. And when we approach this journey, this emotional journey, with the support that we need and a clear path to the goal, it's not that difficult. All we have to do is hold on to our support system, trust with faith in the people that we are following along with. And that could be me or someone else you choose, but you do need help. When we choose the path and hold on to it with faith, the fear is more than manageable. The fear becomes almost kind of funny. You're like, what was I afraid of? I don't understand what I was afraid of. It's kind of humiliating. You look back and go, wow, I can't believe I waited this long. That was me in early sobriety, thinking, why did I waste all this time? Why? Thank God I'm past that, because that's just a waste of time. Regret is a waste of time. And then you end up regretting your regret. And then you regret that you regretted the regret. We don't want to do that. But it's there. We do feel it in early sobriety when we've realized how, because we're properly supported, because we're moving in a very clear direction that's a proven pathway to the happiness that I'm talking about, a proven pathway to emotional maturity. That's what I've designed, and I help women walk that path. The fear is easily manageable. So priorities. The next time you tell yourself, I'll get around to it, but I got to do this first or that first or this first, please hear me say, no, you don't. You're just putting it off because of fear. Yes, I'm asking you to be brutally honest with yourself, because all of the things that you think you're putting first will fall naturally into place when you come on this journey to emotional joy and finally elevate your consciousness and never have to face another hangover. Gals, we're coming up on our 3rd year and I'm planning a 4th, so stick around. I'm just so happy you're with me here in Snippet Land. And to celebrate, yeah, guess what we're doing? I mentioned this Monday. We're doing a live event starting Monday the 9th. That's next Monday. I'm going live every single day next week in Zoom, and you're invited. And I'm going to walk you through my secret 3-step formula to starting your sobriety and help you lay the foundation for your best chapter. This event is called Snippet Land Live, Building Your Best Chapter. Come along with me next week, 5 days in a row, and I will walk you through the beginning of this journey. Prioritize it, my dear. Go to the show notes, tap the link, sign up, and I will send you everything you need to make sure you're with me on Monday. This is a free event, and I want you there because there's nothing more important than your sobriety. And my dears, if you can't find those show notes, just shoot me an email and ask for the sign-up link at becca@beccajacobson.com. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back next time so I can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.